All right, ladies, we need to have a talk. And I've been struggling with how to address this to you because I don't want to punch you in the mouth like I did with the media, and I don't want to slap you around like I did with the intellectuals because that's not really what I'm all about. And besides, my mom would probably kill me, and she's kind of crazy. Hi, Mom. The point is that you have a terrible situation ahead of you. This election has allowed for two individuals to rise to the top: Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton. And initially you're going to say, oh, this is a slam dunk. This is easy to vote. Nothing is ever that easy, especially this election. Donald Trump is a sexist pig. Clearly can't keep his hands to himself. But he has campaigned on the issues: bringing jobs back to America, securing our borders, drawing down the military support for other countries who aren't paying for it. These things are pretty important to a lot of people. I'm not saying he's a saint. I'm saying he's a dick. But sometimes dicks have good ideas too. On the other hand, you have Hillary Clinton, who is campaigning on not being Trump, which, how's that? I'm not sure what that's all about. But she's been a fan of the TPP, which is going to export more jobs overseas. She's flip-flopped numerous times on her positions throughout her life. She's not Trump. That's basically her course of action. And while a lot of you women out there are going to say, well, he's said and done these things to women. Okay, maybe he has said these things. That's pretty clear. Has he done them? Allegedly, we don't know. But there's also Hillary Clinton, who has been married to a serial rapist and sexual assaulter for the past 30 years. Now, I thought that as a feminist, you're kind of required to stand up for all women and their allegations of sexual misconduct from men. And this is the kind of baffling thing for me, because she's been married to Bill Clinton. I'm thinking that after the first inappropriate extramarital affair, that she would have said, no, we're done with this. We're done with this shit. You're going to respect me as a woman, or you're going to get the hell out. But she hasn't done that. And this is the thing that's baffling to me, because after the sexual misconduct, the mistresses, the sexual assaults that are coming forward, the rapes, that all these women throughout his entire career have tried to go to the media, have tried to go to the police. What has she done to help them out? Nothing. In fact, was the extent of her support for them. Don't talk about this. I'm going to ruin your career. I'm going to ruin your reputation if you talk about my husband to the media, or if you go to the cops. I will ruin you. And this is where it gets even worse. She's got a daughter in this situation. Instead of telling Bill no and being firm about the principle that women shouldn't be sexually victimized, including by your husband, she just says, that's okay. That's okay, because I'm using my husband's political success to forward my own career. How is this better? She's teaching her daughter this now. It's okay that daddy goes ahead and forces women to have sex with him. I am married to your father, and he screws around with other women behind my back. But I'll stay with him, and you should just go ahead and accept that this is going to be part of our life. Daddy's going to screw around, and mommy's going to not say anything about it, because mommy has a lot to gain by looking the other way. What has she done after this? She talks about being for women and children, but what has she done? She's been a senator. She was the first lady, and everything that she has done has flopped horribly. And yet you women out there are saying, well, she's a model. If she becomes president, she will become, it'll be a realization of a dream. In which case I'm like, whoa, hold up, hold the horse here. Because if you have a woman who is this corrupt, who is willing to exploit other women, destroy their lives, just to get to the presidency, you're telling your daughters, your granddaughters, your great-granddaughters, your nieces, whatever, you're telling them that this is the model for attaining success in this country. That you don't have to be competent, that you don't have to be intelligent or hardworking or determined or savvy or a great leader. You don't have to be any of those things. All you have to do is victimize other women, keep them quiet, and then ride another man's coattails to political office. Because that's what she did with Bill, and that's what she's done with Obama. She was given all these positions, and what did she do with them? She's giving women a bad name. That's what she's done with them. She's sold out American security interests. She's allowed Americans to be killed under her watch. She has sold uranium to the Russian government to benefit her own foundation. She has abused her political position for personal financial gain. This is what you're telling your daughters is going to be the pinnacle of feminine success. That this is how you do it. There are literally like 175 million other women in this country. They could have been the standard of success. A woman should have been in the White House at this point. But this one, I'm not so sure. I don't have any children. I don't have a daughter. But I can tell you this. That is not what I want my daughter or my niece or my granddaughter. That is not what I want them looking at and saying, this is something to aspire to. And the fact that a lot of you women are just blindly going ahead with this, she needs to be a president, because we need a woman president. You need a competent, strong, intelligent, passionate, fiery, patriotic woman in that office. Someone who can be a standard, be like, yes, this is the power of woman. This is what we can do as women. Not someone who says, you have to vote for me, or, you're setting back women 100 years. You need to be on my side. Or, you hate women. That's guilt trip. That's not leading. That's guilt tripping someone into following you under your command. And what's worse is that all of you women senators and representatives and Congress who've fallen behind her and are endorsing her through all this stuff, throughout all the allegations, throughout all the corruption, the scandals, the incompetence, she will carry you down with her. That is what's going to happen. You have supported someone who is deplorable in the extreme. And what's worse is that the voters are going to remember this. You are going to ensure that women representatives and senators are going to drop from the roles of our Congress because you supported her no matter what she's done. So now supporting Hillary is going to set the cause of women back 50 years because you've decided to vote for her because she's a woman. And this is where it gets particularly distressing for me, because over 100 years ago, there was a group of men who said that women shouldn't be allowed the right to vote. They said that women weren't capable of voting because of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. They had all these reasons. Most of them are stupid, because it'll interfere with their cooking and it's going to lead to discord in the house. Some of these are just stupid. But this election is going to challenge you on the only one that's still relevant. And that justification was that women shouldn't be allowed the right to vote because they cannot separate emotion from thought on what is best for this country. That they're going to get tied up because they're emotional creatures, that they cannot think of what is best for this country. And this is the hard part for me, for you, because now you have to figure out, are you still going to vote for Hillary? Are you going to vote for Trump? Or are you going to vote for a third option that, while it's not quite as appealing as winning it outright, it does have the benefit of not compromising the feminist ideal? So sometimes it's better to lose for the right reasons than to win for the wrong ones. I wish it were different than that, but it is what it is.